Yo, what's happening? I'm Solomon. This is going to be the same video. I made this video about like 3 times already. It's going to be the same thing, like, oh, I'm an ambitious, big, high, and mighty bull. And then nothing ever really gets done in the end. That's why I'm making this video multiple times. I forgot my chapstick today. We just doing what we're doing. But let's see, maybe we can get to know each other a bit. Let's see. I'm very ambitious, like I said before. I got like 3 or 4 businesses in the making. I got a lot on my mind. I never do it. Crazy. I basically already like thought up the whole script for what I'm about to say here about like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes ago, but I got bad memory, so is what it is. Let's see. I'm the greatest degenerate among the revelers. I'm very reverent but irreverent at the same time. Like I respect structure, but like I don't respect it unless I'm making it. Subconsciously, I think very highly of myself, but I'm actually very humble. Because if I didn't think very high of myself, I would have been somewhere already. I got a distorted sense of self. I got a chip on my shoulders. I always wanted to do a lot, and I always get reminded that with school, what I want to do is not school, because who does? But about that high ego thing. I think I'm higher than school. I think I'm higher than the program, which may or may not be true. That's to be found out, though. I just got a new phone. I didn't really need a new phone. Just the screen was jacked up, but I already know what everything looked like. I had it about 6 years since then, right? Okay, it's 2025 now. So that would be, 6 years. Had it since about like 2019, about that time. And so I'm not used to my face looking this clean. Like I'm wondering, wow, does everybody see me like this? I guess it's good overall, but I don't like it. For someone that imagines I'm doing a lot in the future, I really don't do a lot with my life. I show up on school days, I'm skipping just to say hi to old friends, but like, they said the friends with school comes with the whole package. It's like, nah, not really, but it's a good saying. I'm not really too good at follow through. I guess growing up is just realizing you're really just a has-been. You're not doing much with yourself. You always think you're doing, but like, that's really a delusion. Maturity is learning that you're doing nothing. Grow up. I'm a musician. I'm a rapper. I'm a poet. But I'm really just an artist. Pretentious, right? I'll be up at like 3 a.m. on the swings, listening to songs, acting like I made them. See, I can't even speak right. I got a crossbite, and got bad mouth overall, pause. So combined with my bad memory, I got bad enunciation too, so you just gotta get to know me. Sometimes I think I should like rehearse these, write these down, practice them in the mirror. No. I think it's more, damn it. Okay, I wasn't even recording there. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna keep all the mess ups in, just make it authentic. Cause, that's the one thing you lose as you go up the ladder, as you get more fame. These TikTok people, they start off just being somebody in their room. Then they get in brand deals and don't take too much to sell out. And in my dreams, my delusions of grandeur, I don't like to call it that because I'm too self-aware, but that's really what it is. Those delusions of grandeur make sure I never get anything done. And through that, I always wanted to get rich for presumably non-selfish reasons. But really, I've been thinking about, do I want to help people in order to boost up my ego, boost up my name, or do I just want to help people? I should really be thinking about that. Obviously, if I wanted to help people, I would have done it already. I wouldn't be here walking in the middle of, the area, it's random grassland, speaking to you if I was helping people right now. So that also adds to my chip on my shoulder. I have a lack of follow through. I got a interesting relationship with elders, but I'm a shut-in now, so that's basically all I talk to. I want to get to know people. I don't really like people though. I don't got the patience for people. So I write stories about people. It's interesting, right? Man, it's just so easy to hate. Like, you have one bad day with someone, and for someone like me, I put my all into one person, and that one person's gone. Oh, my whole world comes down. It's messed up for me. I don't even know if this is even recording. I got this little blue phone case over this newest Samsung phone. My old mic on my Samsung A1, that was like maybe 7 years ago. It was sort of bad, but it was like charmingly amateur. Like, oh, I started from nothing. And I got this big phone. I don't know, it feels a little too bougie to me when I already had the phone. Maybe I could show you how the screen looks, because like half of it had like little blotches on it, little blotches of black paint. That's a metaphor, by the way. I'm a poet, if I didn't already say that. Got a bunch of blotches on it, and you can't see anything on it, but I had it for so long. I already know how my phone works, but hey, can't let my mama see it because you already got me a new one. Might have been good for some of you, but chip on my shoulders. I don't like spending stuff when people don't have stuff. I think somebody without a phone could have used this phone better than me. Especially since I don't do anything. I don't do school. I'm always outside like this, always saying, oh, I'm going to get them one day. Ooh, I'm going to strike back. I'm going to strike back. Delusions of grandeur. I fight with my ego every day. I'm less self-aware than people are of them. What? Okay. I'm more aware of the self than other people are self-aware of themselves. Due to knowledge. That's to say, I'm aware of the ego. That's why I don't want to say I have delusions of grandeur. I do, though. I want to help people for those delusions of grandeur. And I'm slowly starting to realize if I really wanted to help people, I would have, jumped out the window already with this music poetry stuff. I know it takes time, but a lot of people, I was, what's the word? Acquainted with on the internet has already got an audience just because they kept on working. And, whether it's good or not, that's me hating again. I like the idea of people. I like the indomitable human spirit. But whether it's good or not, they got an audience because they put themselves out there. And, this is about time I do that, actually. If only of y'all have seen the last video I made, let's see, about a year now. It was last year, about October. It was like, ooh, I made it, did like all artful and stuff. Like, I am Solomon Prince Nelson. That was the title of the video. And it was going to be like, yeah, it's not going to be like, you see, I kind of just go on autopilot sometimes. I'm really not comfortable in myself. So that's why I'm doing these videos so I can hopefully improve my speech a bit, because I am a performance artist, a rapper, if you will, poet, slam poet. We might get there. I'm sorry that's a poet, but once you become a rapper, you gotta go all the way with it. And yeah, I just gotta get myself out there. If only I can get stuff out there as quick as I think it, I would have been famous already. My grandma had a dozen siblings. You know how many cousins that is out there? Man, I tried to text my aunt yesterday. She didn't even get me back. I was trying to go over to her place. It is what it is. People with jobs, they busy. But maybe that's to inform me that when I get older, I'm gonna be the fun uncle. Not that fun uncle. I want to be like a jubilant uncle. Jubilant uncle. Let's say that. fucking hate those niggas. They gotta fucking, don't, we don't call cops here. They trespass and we'll shoot you. Like, damn. That's the type of attitudes I'm around here. These people got their own damn estate. It's like, you don't want to get your little crummy ass house. Watch the fuck out. I don't even care if they're good people. I'm not going to be outside enough to know. I don't remember if I already said this, but I don't even know if this is recording it. We got a blue screensaver. What's this called? 1 second. Phone case. Phone case. Blue phone case around this, and it kind of muffles the audio. Man, I hate these new phones, man. These are definitely made for rich people. The same people with those damn three-wheelers can get these damn phones. Listen, I don't like AirPods. I think that's pretentious. Why? It's like you pay $200 just for something that could fall in the sewer. And how that's basically most things now, because everything is portable. I just hate AirPods, man. I've always been an earbud bull, because with the old A1 phone, they got the little headphone jack on the top. Now phones don't have it anymore, because everybody's buying, you know, damn AirPods, Galaxy Buds, whatever the ones for Samsung are called, and whatever equivalent for the other 3 phones that people don't use. It just don't make sense to me. It do make sense to me. Rich people or affluent people. I would say that's the spot I'm at right now. I see three-wheelers, you know, a bunch of white people, and it's really not good, you know, inspiration. Not something that pushes me. Not something that pushes me. Because, you know, there's nothing really, anything to strive to here. I live in the suburbs. If you know, or you don't know, the suburbs were made to get away from people that look like me. You know, people that got to get at how they live. And so, once you're here, you basically get your job and then just work until you die. I mean, call it how it is. It was comfortable, but it wasn't comforting, you know, especially for my mind, my spirit. I never had a reason to work. And, you know, whether that's the way I was brought up, the parenting, or it really is a testament to the, you know, the area. It gets me down a lot. Now I will, because, you know, I'm trying to change for the better. I'm outside now. You see, we're getting to the apartments now. I used to live over here. You know, saved up enough money. We got a house now. A lot of empty space. But, you know, maybe I just have an attitude problem. Because maybe a house would be better. But I'm you know, get to the quiet part very quickly and say, you know, sometimes I think if I was just a better son, better man, I could have provided earlier. And maybe we could have stayed here. I don't know. Trying to articulate my thoughts. You know, I'm very good with words. I'm very bad with words, though. That's to say I'm a poet and not a boaster. I see these cars coming by, and, you know, sometimes I wish everybody had tinted windows, because when I'm passing by people's places, people outside, I'm thinking, what are they going to think of some guy on his phone just talking to himself? And I talk to myself all the time. I'm pretty sure I'm insane. I be thinking of the funniest stuff while I'm on myself talking to my alter ego. Couldn't remember it though. Hope these camera angles are all right. I'm still learning how to do this. This is a very clean camera. Finally see how dirty I am. I used to say my non-put-togetherness was charming, you know, because everybody puts on too much about themselves. They put too much on. They too much fronts. It's like, you don't gotta be pretentious with it. I'm pretentious with a lot of things, I realize. I don't hear myself, but like I said before, let's see, how'd it go? I'm more aware of the self where other people are self-aware about themselves. My life is really just learning how to live in the middle class. And when I get older, when I get rich, like I was talking about before, rich in character, rich in spirit, rich in prosperous. Because not everything that glitters is gold. I'm glad, everything over here taught me that. Not everything that, glows colors is good. Not every place that shines is a place you should dine at. Nah, I'm just spitballing right now. Spitballing is how you find the gem, Well, I'm going to get there eventually, right? Believe in me. Have faith. Still, I don't even know if it's even recording. Nah, that's the worst part. You do all this shit just to figure out, can't even hear you. Actually, for a reason I can't disclose, I actually do know if the camera's working. 'Cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. How's it sound? So, to the main call of action. Why am I here today? Okay, I'm about to run. I'm gonna get a job. So, a lot of times I think life isn't worth anything. I'm a growing man. I'm 16. And going out in the world, I'm gonna have to get a job one day, sooner or later. Since I'm skipping school a lot, I think very high of myself, like I said before, so I think it's gonna amount to something one day, but you gotta jump out. And if I really got a dream, a vision, I got to go all the way with it. Not just keep on saying I'm gonna do something with it. Because that's the worst part. People... No, I was thinking about this before. People hate a man with an idea, but love an innovator. I find myself at that juncture a lot. Not that I interact with people at all, but I realize I assume a lot. Everybody has their own life happening behind the scenes, but I assume a lot. Okay, sorry. Whatever I said before I just lost track of, I went on Twitter. That app is very addictive. I realize now why my sister went on it. Very bad for her mental health. Glad she's off it now. She's in a whole different country, but that's beside the point. We'll make another episode for that. So I'm at the place where I was called a stalker. Once again, story for another day. So I'm skipping right now. It's about 8 right now. Sorry, my lips are chapped. You're gonna have to deal with it. Also, my hat's uneven. It wasn't in the closed budget, so you're gonna have to deal with it too. It's about 8 right now, and I'm thinking about getting a job today. Why? Just came up in a good mood. Like I said before, I woke up at 3 a.m. Got into my 1,000 song playlist. Imagined a bunch of songs I'm gonna make in the future with people that don't even exist. The people I hope exist, really. You can always change a dream. And man, does that really get the blood pumping? It really inspires you to create. Or, well, don't create and work for someone else. Nothing wrong with supporting a living. We all gotta do what we gotta do. And I'm scared of making meaningful connections with other people, so that's why I don't interact with others. My first job I was thinking of was actually Arby's. Why? No one goes to Arby's. And I always like Arby's. Back in 2019, I would always go there, before and after school. Back when I had a little TV, I was watching Nathaniel Bandy. Remember Nathaniel Bandy? I'm going back in my childhood shows and, really reminiscing. I need to moisturize my damn face. So today, I'm going to walk over to Arby's and maybe get an application. Now, first, I'm going to have to check the hours to see when they're open. And then maybe we can talk about devising another plan. Hello, I'm Solomon Nelson. I am sort of crazy, but when you see me, you probably won't think that. And I'm going to be getting a job today. Yay. Mostly to not feel bad about skipping and saying I'm doing something with my life, because music, I'm really falling out of music. Most ways of expressing myself I did before in poetry and music. Yeah, so I kind of just mixed them together. Sorry, I had a brain fart right there. And That's how I got rapping. And as soon as I say I want to go do it again, but I really don't know what I'm gonna do with myself, man. I'm basically a dropout, but I guess I might as well explain it now because that's basically why we're here today. Um, I'm always outside, and before I always go back to school just to hang out with my people. And it might sound crazy. It probably is crazy. It's good to get this out there because yeah, it's real. It's real, and sometimes you need to hear real. And not a lot of tension in the house with me not doing my work. And music was really just a way out of the house for me. Small apartment, bigger house, it's all the same for me. I just wanted to get out of here. What is here? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what I want anymore. Hello, I'm Solomon Nelson, and I'm going to be getting a job. This is why people need jobs. I'm over here having existential crises, and people just clock in and clock out every day, doing orders. What position do I want? I'm not sure. It's Arby's, so people aren't going there anyway. Every time I go there, I see the same about 1 to 3 people. And when we go into the line, about 3 other people show. I'm kind of thinking we're the trendsetters. God damn, I really need to moisturize. Damn it. I think I'm easy to draw on. With this new camera, not so much. Distorted self-perception. I had thought very highly of myself, but looking at myself in the camera don't look like how I imagine myself in the stories when I'm listening to other people's songs, imagine the songs I make. I'm really just a regular person with extraordinary ideas that you will be seeing very soon, hopefully. And I am Solomon Nelson, and I will be getting a job at Arby's, and especially in Pflugerville, Texas. There's about 3 people there weekly, I assume. Doing the math, it's realistically 7. Maybe 1 per day, 2 one day, 0 one day, 5 one day. Imagine 5 one day. Every time I go there, I'm starting to do the math now. I'm starting to think there's a lot more people at Arby's than I think. Imagine the pay. Pay to me was really just to get stuff you want. And that's still my child brain. I'm so pretentious that I'm thinking I'm older than I really am. Me chasing success was me wanting to prove that. And money's really just to make sure you live. Sometimes I think about, maybe in the future I can be living in the city. I have a job, just use that money to buy food and then be homeless. I was homeless once for about 1 to 2 days. It was strangely comforting. Thinking that you're gonna die or knowing you're not want to live is actually very liberating. Because then you have no fear. You just do it. And that's me today. I'm way too comfortable in a place where I'm not comfortable. I'm a place where you have to be fiscal, but it's not necessary. Where there's glitter and it's not gold. Where I wish I could go back to easier times when I wasn't so ambitious, was when I didn't have so much chips on my shoulders, when I had friends. I thought technically dropping out would be like liberating for the stuff I thought I wanted to do, and ultimately I know it's going to be the best option overall, but I don't know, sometimes it depresses me. Even looking at myself right now, I thought so highly of myself. I didn't realize what I was, what I am. Of course I realize what I am, but what's the saying? I'm more aware of the self where other people are self-aware of themselves. I guess I had knowledge that you didn't have to get. I know of a problem that I'm not facing. And it messes me up, man. I got, a grandmother that's homeless on the streets, still strung out. And it messes me up that I'm here just doing nothing with my life. You would think that would drive me, but I guess that's just the nature of the beast. You get out of the city, now you here. Man, I live in the boondocks, man. Saying it out loud sounds the same every time. I don't even feel much anymore. My name is Solomon Nelson, and I will be getting a job today. Eventually. Well, shouldn't we just get going already? Oh my God. You see that little tabby, yellow little pussy thing? Excuse me. I'm in a residential area. I shouldn't be saying things like that, but wow, they just be having rabid cats here. Crazy. No, I used to have a cat named Camille. My family actually used to have 3. They're not here with us anymore. Heard one of them ran away and came back and then died, I think. I don't remember that story. It was like an orange and white one. I think that's a tabby cat. I don't know these pet stuff. And there was other cat that died, of course, because I didn't know it. And there was a black cat that was around there while I was born. It's kind of scary looking, but by the time it passed away, I started to miss it. Way of life. Not miss it, I would say. I would, prefer to not be around, but it was there. You can't choose these stuff when you were a kid. And now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to want a lot more choice in the things that I do. It's a boon and a bane. Knowing of your condition, yet not having the aptitude to do anything about it, and knowing you have potential inside of you to do what you would have done. Sometimes I think I missed a chance. Probably have missed a chance. I wanted to, reunite my family. Might sound corny and sappy, but when I started back in 2022 as a freshman, that was my dream, really. That's why I started. My family's so fucked up that I just wanted to change something. But now I'm here in Pflugerville, Texas, just watching all these big ass houses, watching all these immigrants with their people coming from their countries, about 5 a pop, going outside. You see so much of them. I don't mean to sound like, racist, but it really gets me down sometimes. Because, we've been here for how many years? And that's not us. I guess that's really what I want one day. To have a nuclear family. Just you can call, and they'll be around. Now we're so far apart. I got a sister in a whole different country, all the way in South Korea. I got a brother, he's close, but had 3 siblings, but I basically been raised up an only child. Like I said before, my life is just boons and banes. I'm sure a lot of people would, like to have the freedom of an only child, but maybe I guess that's just not where my heart was. Okay, and in order to get to Arby's, it's a little highway. And what I've been thinking was, I was just gonna walk to Arby's every day, because where Arby's is where all the other places are. Now there's a Taco Bell sort of like adjacent from it, and that's across where all the cars go. It's gonna be very inconvenient if this does end up happening. I really don't want to do this, man. I realize I don't want to do anything, and I'm Solomon Nelson, and I will be getting a job. If you never take the chance, then if only I'm rich. Like J. Cole song. I don't like taking chances anymore, really. All the stories I have are just from trauma I had from a minute ago. 3 years in the making. Music was going to be how I told them. I realized how I thought of it in my head. It's not going to be how it ends up happening. Just going outside, I get demotivated. What do I really want? I should want a job, right? That's why we're here. So, behind that hospital over there is the highway. Speaking, sometimes I think I should redo takes, but Like I said, it's charming. Hopefully it is. I pray it is. I really don't care enough to change it. So we all just here doing what we want. Okay, I really don't feel like walking over to Arby's right now, so I'm just gonna take a little seat. And I don't know, maybe I'll record it. I'm very out of shape. I got a little stomach on me. And it doesn't look like much because how you're made to process being unhealthy is being fat. I'm like, I feel very lanky. Maybe that's just my distorted self-perception. Or it's just me being underweight. I'm sort of on the diet now. I don't really want much in life, so I don't eat much. And, it's boon and the bane. Less money you have to spend. But now I'm here underweight because I used to do push-ups a lot. When I went over to my dad's place, I did 100 push-ups one time. Felt really proud of that. So much I said I'm going to do it every day. And, I got good people. And so you shouldn't put so much pressure on yourself. I need to put pressure on myself, though. Because what I wanted to do, it needed to be done a long time ago. Especially with all the time I have. You know how people say put your 1,000 hours in? I put 10,000 hours in the gutter. In the trash bag. 100,000 in the toilet. I assume that math makes sense. That's cute. Mad bird shit on this bench, but yeah, let's take in the winds. Man, I've been isolated for so long. I don't think I even want to know people anymore. Nature of the beast. I wonder if I'm pressing the end record button a little too fast because it might be knocking out the words I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Pill-induced suicide. My last project that I dropped was basically just about depression and not knowing where I'm gonna go with myself being life. Little promo right there. Check it out. I think there's some tracks on it. Track number 1, which is actually track number 2, is pretty sweet. What I did there is pretty good track. I'm trying to get the mixing down, and every time I wonder if I'm even gonna keep on doing this. It scares me, man, really. But that's the good thing about the minimum wage and jobs. Gives me a direction. Entrepreneur, you really don't know where you're going. Especially with a man like me, I got a lot of chips on my shoulders on a bunch of hours lost. And I don't know how to make them up anymore. I'm not in school. Should have brought my damn chapstick with me. I can see why my parents don't talk to me. Or probably don't like me. Me chasing music was... Sorry you had to see that. Me chasing music was very reactionary, I'm starting to realize. I really wanted it to get back at people. To say I got rich out of not following their rules. It's really a pride thing. Instead of music, I always think about life just away from the grid. That's why I think about suicide a lot. I'm starting to realize that life really doesn't mean anything. Especially isolated with a bunch of people I half like. Me convincing myself, I want to be a family man, so I'm trying to learn how to like the 2 people in my house, or I guess the house I'm living in, their house that I'm living in. Beyond that, I'm really just lonely. There's nothing to believe in. And me being an author, me being a poet, I think would be just a lot calmer. Life is scary, man. And if I think this life is scary, with all this overgrown built stuff, who knows what real life has for me? Grown life. I make a joke about, my only dream is to get married and have a kid. It really is my only dream. This rapping stuff was really reactionary. The girl I met freshman year, love of my life, really. Might sound crazy, but I really think there was something there. Maybe what does matter in life is cultivating those relationships, building relationships. So I always think about what could have been. Maybe that's something to believe in. What could have been, what can be. I can have a cleaner face. So that's work. I can always just kill myself. Then no work. No reason to get a job. No reason to rap. No reason to keep on living. I'm really, really burnt out, man. But I believe there's people out there that respect my ideas. There's people out there that believe in my music. Throughout all my flaws, throughout all my cuts, throughout all my ashy skin, my ashy arms, dirt under my neck, unchapped lips. No, chapped lips. There's people out there that still love me. And probably more people would have loved me if I cared more about myself. Touche to you. But on the internet, I look at what I've cultivated there in life. Even the chuckle is something to convince me to keep on living. I really don't have faith in myself, man. Where I want to be. I'm going to tell you my dream now, actually. I've been thinking about it for the past year. I was thinking about, killing myself these past first 2 months of 2025. I was really going through it. Drinking alcohol, the whole nine. I didn't care about anything. The isolation was really starting to get to me, but my dream is to find my family throughout the world, throughout America. Some of them might even be in Africa, I don't know. They might have gone already. They might have already passed on. But I want to find all my cousins, all my family. I want to reunite my family. And how do I push myself to that dream? They say if you're not pushing yourself and nobody motivates you, then what's your why? Why are you moving? I go home, it's calm until it ain't. I go outside, it's calm until my phone dies. Then I go back and then rinse and repeat. I want to just make Yu-Gi-Oh decks and make Pokemon teams until I get reminded that, there's still online school to do. And then that's what pushes me to do music. Music wasn't an incentive, deep drive in me. I would say, school, as much as I hated it, it grounded me. I realized I needed structure in my life because I can't make it for myself because I don't even want to live. Because dying is a lot easier. You only die once. I think a structure might, break down my walls, of my delusions of grandeur. Might really get me to recognize myself, get people to recognize me, give me the drive to make people recognize me, put myself out there, make myself attainable. Put an idea, put a visual behind all my ramblings. Make this mean something. Because when I look outside, I see a bunch of people that already made it already. I listen to my music, I always think, oh, I can redo that take, but I don't know how much time I got left. I could be killed any second. You know, there could be a disease inside of me that can just kill me. Might sound absurd, but I think that fear of death is as absurd as life is. Maybe I'll get into it later, but I always had a fear of death. You know, every time school was pushed onto me, it was around like, I'm gonna die one day. None of this means anything. Recently, I've been thinking, well, nothing means anything at all. And that's the worst part to be at. It's the nature of the beast, man. Isolation is bad. Real bad. My choice to be a rapper from a poet was really just all reactionary. You know, I lost this girl I was going after. She was all on me too. Then freshman year, I realized she was going over a whole guy the whole time. Whole different guy. They still together now. It fucks me up, man. And rapping was just an escape from school. It really is childish. I'm really, really a child. I might got, you know, good ideas. I might have big words for you, but I still have that speech impediment. I'm still under the wing of someone else. There's a reason I'm cared for. There's a reason I'm cared for. There is a reason why I don't have a drive. And I'm aware of the self where other people are self-aware of themselves. I'm gonna have a perfect take with no stutters and that eventually. We're gonna get there. I got an interesting side profile. You know, sometimes just moisturizing my hair properly, that's something that gets me moving. I'm sure moisturizing my damn face would get me going too. Like, I'm really about to go to Arby's looking like a damn pimple infested freak. Whatever this is, it's just crazy. I need to put on some damn CeraVe, man. Goddamn. But I didn't even mean to start the recording right there. But I just gotta have a faith in the vision, because no one else will. Like I said before, people hate a man with an idea, but they love an innovator. Every dog's gonna have his day. And I gotta have faith in all the leashes out there. Just know there's gonna be leeches. My knowledge of bad people is why I'm isolated now. But I gotta believe in good people, because I've definitely seen them. I know they're out there. I just gotta go chase the feeling. I gotta restore the feeling. Because I really didn't put myself out there. You know, back then. With all the women I met. I gotta be a better man. Because if money don't motivate you, the world don't motivate you, nobody else motivates you, and you don't motivate you, then what is your why? You can say you have a dream. Why aren't you chasing it then? It must not be your why enough. It must not have an incentive enough. You know, sometimes being suicidal is liberating. I know nothing in this world can convince me to do something I don't want to do, because it gets me somewhere. So I can always just stop. Really. And it's really bad. Because a lot of people move with confidence like they don't have fear. And the only time I move with confidence is when I have no emotions at all. I only have confidence where I have no will to live. When I'm completely out of everything. It's strange being real, man. It's strange. Because I'm just going to be going back to my old BS self tomorrow. Who knows what's happening tomorrow? I don't want to get this damn job anymore. If money don't motivate you, if people don't motivate you, if the world don't motivate you, then what's your why? And maybe a job can help me get up in the morning. Then I can get back home and make music. Because maybe it can restore that drive in me. Not me to react to a push to find an escape out of it. Because the push is just starting to get annoying now. It's like an itch that you gotta scratch. I know I'm not going to college. That's not where I see myself. I'm gonna kill myself before I go to college. The way life's looking. So I just gotta act on wherever I'm going. But it looks like it's about to rain, so maybe we should get on to Arby's now. Because I'm Solomon Nelson, and I'm going to be getting a job. Let's hope this does something, because I'm tired now. I'm not sure how it keeps on pressing the record button when I'm not making it do it. You know, I'm here. Whoa! I'm here about the new, like, Siri for Samsung. It's called Bixby, and I'm not sure what turns on Bixby on these new phones. I got like one of the new ones too. Like, I think it's one generation before the newest one. Like, this is really, really good stuff. How am I using it? I just got a lot more porn now. I'm not kidding. And, you know, I think I pressed the power button twice. Sometimes I'm just trying to turn my phone on and off, and it just... Bixby. Is Bixby turning the record button on? It's so Bixby, not cool. Excuse me. Bixby. Don't want to misname you. But we are going to part the Great Streets Highway. Ah, goddamn, my foot fell asleep. Oh, damn. Damn. Ah, damn. I always wonder, how does your foot fall asleep? That's really just a turn of phrase. Ah, damn, this is... Ah, damn. Ah, damn. Oh, ooh. Ooh. Oof. Damn. I feel like an old man. Damn. Whew. Can't imagine. Yeah. That was crazy right there. I'm sorry about that. Probably should have crossed the road right there. Now, we're not at the Great Street Road, Ravine, wherever I said, but we at the complexes. Sorry, that was a weird inflection right there. As you can tell, I talk a lot in my brain. I don't talk a lot out loud because I've always been more of a writer. Okay, I'm across now. Okay. Old man, guys. And what was I saying? If I don't remember, then I guess it doesn't matter. God damn. I'm really actually scared to drive, and I don't ever want to learn how to drive. I know I'm gonna have to though, but I just want to walk everywhere. When I mentioned I was homeless for like 1 to 2 days, 1.5 days, let's say that. Just walked everywhere. And, you know, I got one burrito off Taco Bell. Kept me full. It's pretty good. It's pretty far away from here. But it was good exercise. That was like how I was saying before. You know, I have the most courage when I have no will to live. It was bad John right there. But God damn, I need to do some damn push-ups. To lift some weights. If y'all seen my build, you would hate me too. I really want to be like what's his name? Ryan Trainhand. I want to be like that type of charismatic. I try to be like purposely corny. I can't really do that. And I don't know. I have a good grasp on people, I like to think. Sort of pause. And it's like, maybe I'm just not good at exercising it. We're getting there, by the way. Almost there. Once we get at the end of this road, well, end of the next road, we take a turn. And we'll be where we need to be. Then we can start a journey across the highway. Oh yeah, cars. Probably want to invest in a bike at least. You know, there's bike lanes. But when I think about bikes, I might as well just use a car if I'm not using my own feet. Cars get you places where cars are meant for you to go. Fair enough, right? And I don't know. Me being my pretentious self, I just think we should go back to horses. Or trains too. Not just because I like trains. I like trains. Better for the environment, I think. I heard that once. They're cooler too. I'm not going on no damn planes. And this ain't the Wild West anymore. There's no trains going between cliffs. I don't think so. Hope not. I want to go on the train again. Been on the train once when I was a little boy. About 5, 6. Pretty fun. Maybe that's the life to me. You know, collecting Thomas the Train sets. The life. The life. Just being with my wife. No, wishful thinking. I'm gonna have to learn how to talk to people first, let alone women. It's possible though. Just gotta moisturize my face. You know how fathers be? They be on your head, and then he was like, you know, you sort of a handsome. He was saying it backhandedly, like he got jokes, and yeah, basically, I'm the sleeper pick. Everything about me is something that people sleep on, especially my hairline. There's a joke there, right? Okay, we are here. Let's do this. Man, I'm mad excited, man. This is what life's about. I already talked to myself, but there's no proof that I talked to myself. So, let's do this. I'm excited. Yeah. Man, my voice cracking too. I got no cares. Let's get it. Okay, now, down that way is the way to the school. And also, I guess basically just the school. I basically started over there by the CVS and that stuff. It's okay. Here's the hard part. We're doing basically like makeshift jobs. Okay, we're about to pass right here. And I don't know if y'all saw that, but there's a road in front of me. I'm on the right side of it. I'm sure you can hear all of the vehicles. So I might have to speak a little louder. You know, with audio, it's basically, you know, it's at a good amount for me, or amount where I don't care enough to change it, or you can hear nothing at all. So that's something I'm gonna have to work on. Ooh, look at the pretty flowers. I'm not gonna step on them. It's like landmines. It's a little mini game. Man, this is the life, you know. Just being in control, being free. Who cares if we get the job at Arby's? We went on a little adventure. And you know, Maybe the wheel, whoa. Maybe the wheel job was the fun we made along the way. I stepped on the flower, but no, I didn't step on the flower. Trust me. Okay. Rain check, rain check. I'm not even sure if I'm using that correctly. It's a cool phrase to use though. Rain check. That's great stuff right there. Since when was there flowers here, by the way? I used to go here a lot when I was skipping school. That's when I had money readily available. I hope Arby's is open. I was gonna say I was gonna check that. I just keep on looking on Twitter. That addictive ass app. I ain't have it when I don't know when there was creators on Twitter that I could have looked after. But I have it now. I don't know. This is a community I wanted to join on Twitter. You know, long time in the making. So I finally have a Twitter account. Yeah. It's sort of private, but same name everywhere. That's my name on the little tweeter. Okay, let's see how many cars are here. Good amount. Oh yeah, same name on Twitter as everywhere else. So if you want to find me, you can find me. I'm just letting you know, following a lot of porn accounts. And like exclusive too. Well, exclusive's not the word, they're free. I don't believe in paying money yet, because I don't have a job. My name is Solomon Nelson, and I will be getting a job today. Their feet is what I'm saying. You know, I don't even care anymore. I barely care about life, man. I'ma just live in me. Live in me. Probably nobody's gonna watch this anyway, so you might as well live in you. If one of these shits fall down, I think that'd be a pretty fucked up way to go. I always think I'm like taking myself out in a very peaceful manner. God damn. Should be sounding mad scary too. Okay, look what we out of that though. And so now we're on the little tricky part. Because cars might be coming. Okay, you see the... Oh no. We got mad cars. Mad cars. Okay, watch this. Watch what I'm about to do right here. Okay. So we got about 4 cars to my 9 o'clock. So none of them are there now, and people don't cross on the right side of the road. So strategy. Make me feel like a damn genius here, man. Gonna do know what I just did with a car. You wouldn't need to with a car, but it'll knock me off my peg. Okay, phase 2, I would say, because since we're in the main district, I like to call this the shopping district. I don't call it that actually. I think it's actually called Stonehill, and wow, that is mad cars that just passed me. Good time we pass now. Okay. Okay, next step. Now we cross again. Okay, and that's basically the hard part. Hard part done. Bad pot. about walking. You're gonna have to do that reverse when you're going back. Mad cars. So depending on the time, it's either gonna be mad full or it's gonna be a cakewalk. Literally. I'm sure they got some cakes over here. They actually don't have cakes in this district. They got cakes in that district. That's for a different episode. Ooh, just got a crazy idea. Maybe on a different episode, we can go over to that area. I'm not sure if I got that right on camera, but that little place in the distance with the water park. Smell Pop-Tarts right now. Man, look at that. Beautiful. No, it's been a good. Let's see. See, I left the CVS at 8 something. It's been a good hour with y'all. Let's just say that. No, will this video be an hour? No one's gonna watch that. No, it's good getting to know myself through the lens of y'all. I'm gonna get better, hopefully, because every time I leave the house, it's a day I don't have to do school. So lucky me. The only bad part was my main computer broke. I was cleaning the fans directly because it was kind of bugged out once. Little did I know, I was at my cousin's house. I could have just used a key to clean the fans, and after I did that, it got magically better. But maybe I'll show you it once we get to a restaurant. And by the way, our destination is over there. Excuse, I didn't do that right. Over there. So, we're almost there. Now, the tricky part might be by the Walgreens. Walgreens? That might be my mama accent. I think it's Walgreens because that's how it's spelled. Nice and calm now. Wow, look at that. You see them apartments over there? Man, this is the stuff depression don't let you see, man. This is why you get money. You know, my dad is a hustler. He be out on the road a lot. I expect that about him. Glad I know two perspectives of American economics. Working for somebody else and working for yourself. Amen, right? I got a lot of perspectives in my family. God bless for that. I think that's a why. You know, deep down, once I actively channel it, that's a why. I want to look more into all those perspectives, because it's a lot of stuff they don't teach in those damn schools. You know, I'm hearing one day, with the way things are going, they're about to remove stuff from school, right? They're about to abolish education. And, you know, with my pretentious self, my against the grain self, I already didn't like school for selfish reasons. And of course there's something to change about it. But that's very baseline. You know, there's a lot to change about everything. But abolishing education itself, like getting rid of books, I'm not sure what they're doing. But, you know, I'm following a politically conscious baddie. And, you know, I'm getting my news from her, so God bless. But I assume that's what they're doing. So they don't want the kids to read anymore. I like reading as a kid. I think I read like manga. I'm lying. We ain't read manga. We had manga though. Could have read it. Let's see. What's that one book with the dog? With the Benji and something? You had the Benji book when y'all was little? It was like Benji and a little kid. Man, no, those were so sweet. It just tugged at my little heartstrings. And, you know, there's the Pippi Longstocking movie. We had a great library back in Pennsylvania, man. Great library. So I don't think they should abolish education in books, because that little Benji dude, Benji and the kid. What's it called? One of y'all gotta know this. And there were like very short books, I think. On the cover, it's usually the dog and the little boy, little white boy. On the cover, I think they were very short, like 20 pages, because I'm not sure if I'm like ahead of the game at all, but I'd be looking at I would go to the library. God damn, y'all hear that? Yeah, that's what I don't like about this damn gentry folk. They love revving their damn engines. Is that a status symbol or something? I'm sure back in the city they be having that. They be honking mad times. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the little dog. There was a little short. Oh no, I was talking about the tech. So, like, why would you get a book if you could just be in the thing, and let alone take pictures of it? I was just looking through it, because those were little baby books back in the day when I was about 7, 8. I would look through the whole thing, have everything I need to know, learn everything about the book. But like, no, it's bad, John. You shouldn't be doing that. But it's like, it's something you could do, and that's what I was doing. It's not really much to say there. I'm just kind of spitballing right now. Anyway, look how far we came. Okay, I'm passing right now. Okay. Walgreens. And now down the way is our destination. Damn, the allergies are starting to get to me. Sometimes I pass by people and stop talking. I'm gonna learn how to stop doing that, because I gotta talk to people, Try to be friendly to the friendly folk. I've been thinking about doing the Raising Cane. The Raising Cane strategy, because they just be having meals out there. Maybe next episode we can nick a meal at Raising Cane's. Maybe I'll go with my hat off too, so they don't recognize me. This hat I'm wearing is basically the brand now, along with my blue and gray color scheme. So where I don't want to be identified, I don't wear the hat. I wonder how basic I look. It might be the anti-blackness in me. I'm being honest with y'all. That makes me think I'm different from other black people. But maybe I'm not. To the to the majority, we all look the same. And maybe I'm glad I wasn't taught that much. We all got our own stories to tell. Especially us. We are not a monolith, they say. But okay, my jaw is getting a little low. But we're almost there. Now, over here is the Goodwill. God bless Goodwill. They still got Salvation Armies. Maybe not over here. When I get a car, we're going to visit a Salvation Army. I'm sure I got a lot of stuff I can give away. Mark my word, new viewers, any viewers. I'm going to mark my own word, hopefully. I don't really forget stuff. I just choose not to remember. And by the Goodwill is the car wash. Now, I got the story about the car wash, but maybe I'll tell it on this album I'm making. Not the album I'm currently working on. About 3 albums past. You see, I'm not much of a procrastinator. I already got a whole list of a rollout for this album. But I do have a story about this car wash place. Now, it has been about 2 years, so I'm not sure if they removed the seats or if this was a different one. Because I know they have 2 little washing johns over here. There might be one far down there, or one over here. I guess we'll see. But let's save those deeper stories for. Oh, she was right. inflammation, but indigestion. Let's save those deeper stories for a different day. Okay. Excuse me. That kind of sounded crazy. I'm not sure how I sound. I'm sure it sounded crazy though. Oh, here's the other school. Now, how many times you see that a school adjacent to a McDonald's? Man, those kids must be living good, man. This really is a good place, you know. I don't know. I just have a weird relationship with the affluent. But let's have fun. This is a Popeyes. Popeyes. Ain't that something? A Popeyes next to a McDonald's adjacent to a school. Lucky ass kids. You know, they're doing everything for the youth now. Because these damn 20-year-old parents, they be having mad kids. They got rid of the main swing I used to be on back by the middle school. You'll see it a different day. But that used to be my place right there. And it's not there anymore. Because they made these little kiddie ones with a swing that might as well hit the ground. That's how low it is. But you know, you gotta look out for the youth, because the youth is all you have. I'm basically youth. Okay, got to pass here quick. I smell that chicken sandwich. You know, back when I used to get my little $10 allowances, I would go to Popeyes, get a little meal. It would always be the tenders and chicken sandwiches. I'm not sure why people like bones. But, like, why do people like eating chicken bones? That's always been crazy to me. Like, you going crazy on the meat. It's just your choice, though. You know, I like my chicken on soft. I like it boneless. Just a little joke, voila. Okay, now we have gasoline smell. Okay, well, that's an urgent care. And now this is the next cross. So this might be a little tricky because people are turning out and coming in. So I probably should pick up my pace here. So yeah, let's do that. That's the Aldi's over there. Okay, this lady might cross, so let's wait a minute. Okay, I'm going. Man, that's a thrill right there. And the moment of truth. Is Arby's even open? We shall find out. Okay, I'm gonna slow down here so this person can cross safely. I'm not sure if that's something y'all do, but when you see someone coming in, or maybe this is what you're supposed to do, you see coming in from afar, I walk slower so I don't gotta deal with them. So they don't gotta deal with me. Cause really, I'm a peacemaker, but seems like I love starting conflict, you know? So a part of me just wants to just go right for it. Because I got a lot more freedom than those car drivers. It's a pride thing. I'm realizing it's a pride thing. Being able to control where I walk. It's the little things for me. Okay, here's another car wash. But I'm just scared having a car, man. That's a lot of risk for getting to go somewhere. It's maybe worth it. Just looking at it through a kid's lens who doesn't have to do a daily commute. I don't know. Scares me. I'm sure it scares the adults too, but they don't even fret about it anymore. mean, we are practically at our spot now. Arby's. My boy Cooper that told me that the girl I was trying to get with back in 8th grade that was interested in another guy, he told me that this spot here make for a good dad story. I agree. You know, I don't even think too highly of myself. Luckily, it allows me to make more jokes. Wait, okay, this isn't. No, this is that's the repair store. That's Arby's. Anyway, yeah, it'll make a good dad story because I'm not too serious about my life. I'm not too picky. Not picky. That's the word. I'm not picky about my life, so I'm just do how it do. So I might as well have a laugh while I'm living life, right? Okay, I believe my phone's at 25%, and we have been here. When I started my journey outside, it was about 60. Okay, so how am I gonna approach this? Okay, wait, we might gotta get flicked up here. Okay, I never done this before, so bear with me. We gonna get we getting TikTok-y here, man. I never done that, place the phone against the thing, because my phone was like always on 15 to 16 gigabytes, and 16 gigabytes was the max. So I never had room to do all that filming stuff. So maybe that's. Thanks, Mom. Okay, we in here. Since we spiffy now, maybe because my face isn't moisturized, maybe we can have a good look. And you know, people were saying, whoa, excuse me. People say that I'm thinking a little too old school. You can't just walk into an establishment and then ask for an application. Things don't work like that anymore, but I've been trying. Not hard enough, I'll admit, to get the application online, but they didn't have anything. Okay, so we're here. Oh, all right. Appreciate you. Silly me. Looks like someone's 25 minutes early. An Arby's employee rolling up just told me. So we'll be back soon. But don't be disheartened. We just keep on going. Maybe I'll go into the McDonald's, catch a vibe. While it was admittedly embarrassing, embarrassment is an inhibitor. You can't let that stop you. But I found a new Arby's employee. Like, he had the whole thing. But mostly we do drive-thru. I've never been inside the Arby's before. Maybe he works the register. Maybe he's new. But crazy life. So McDonald's and ketchup eye. For the record, it is 9:37. You know, I thought all the time I spent would have, you know, made it 10. And they open mad late. They go 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's 9:35. And it's looking like it's been about to rain this whole time. Maybe it's just that time where, you know, the sun's still coming out. You know, in Texas, the weather's real strange here. One day in the winter it's 100 degrees. Next week it's 12. So, crazy. Been here for 6 years now, still haven't really learned it. But seems like the people here don't even know it either. So, maybe we don't go to McDonald's. You know, we gotta find some way to pass 20 minutes, then I'm gonna go back. And that bull had a car too. Hopefully a car isn't required. It wouldn't make sense if it was required, but people bougie like that now. So, what do I know? I'm just a kid. Nothing wrong with admitting that. Sometimes that's just what you are. Just thought of something horrible. You know, the adults get older, but the kids say this. The God, I couldn't even finish it. Okay, it just turned on randomly again. That was a grouchy looking lady. Minimum wage will do that to you. Or driving a car would do that to you. A lot of people need to walk more. I guess that's why people have dogs. They need that incentive. I used to make fun of it, but really I'm just a man wanting an incentive to. Got no incentive to live. I just do it for it's more convenient. Shame that, right? It's a shame. Okay, this might get tricky in a second, so I'm gonna just go. You know, tricky thing about McDonald's, which I don't go to anymore, not because of the Palestine thing, free Palestine, but I don't know, it's just corny. Mickey D's be mad played out. And I'm sure they got something to do with DI too. And either way, we're not going there for that. It's convenient. You know, workers need convenience. You know, my dream is to change the median. Be the best around so I can change the culture of what being the best is. That's the only reason I wanted muscles, you know? So I could be nicer to the skinny people. Sometimes I need motivation, but like I said with that whole walking dog thing, people need incentive. Okay, so I see a car coming right now, so I'm gonna slow to a halt. Oh nope, they're just in the line. Okay. I swear to Lord Shiva, if I go to this Popeyes and it's damn 10:30 to 10:30 p.m., ooh, I will bust a gasket. I wonder, do people actually go to Arby's? Maybe everybody's forced to get a job. Maybe that's why they got a bad attitude. Bad is obviously relative. I don't know. maybe it'll grind me down too. Now I'm seeing two cars here. Now I'm scared. I'm scared now. What if I get humiliated again? What if a Popeyes worker comes up on my tail and, you know, says, "Oh, we're closed, man. Sorry." Yeah, it is what it is, man. You gotta take the chance. So I'm gonna do it real nonchalant, like I'm not trying to go there. Okay, no, let's play a game. At all the open places, I'm gonna ask for a job application, and if any of them have one before Arby's, when I get home, we will check all of them and make a decision. Yeah. God damn. What, 9 a.m. All right. Go. Thank you. Popeyes is open. Yeah. Hey, time to ask. Hello, I just have a question. Y'all have any applications? They're like online or just no open spots?
Yeah, everybody online.
Oh, all right.
These are different.
Oh, thank you so much. That's one. It's 9:43, 17 minutes ago. Now I got these old fancy bougie phones. I can now read QR codes. You know, that's a new type of gentrification they don't tell you about. Everything's a damn QR code now. Damn shame. Now, the thing about this QR code also disappoints me because none of these people might have paper applications anymore. Due to gentrification, everything's a damn QR code. Don't let it dishearten you. Can I get a spare time? Should we try spare time? That's that little big building in the distance. Should we try spare time? Spare time? Maybe we'll get to spare time. Okay. Let's check the Pizza Hut. The Pizza Hut is down the way. It's been getting a lot louder recently, so hopefully the audio is all right. Okay, about to run. Let's see if the Pizza Hut has any applications. Now hiring all positions. Okay, I'm looking at this Popeyes job. Good sign. Whatever we do, we hit an Arby's last. By then, we'll do our little trek back. And for a first episode, ooh, this will be great. Okay. Now, this is the part I was talking about. There's a little crossing. The Taco Bell, it's not as close as I thought it was to Arby's, but they down the way. So I might try that. But it's a good way too. Might try that. Okay, I see a Pizza Hut man locking the door. And the tricky thing about reaching Taco Bell by foot is yeah, tricky, ain't it? Business. Okay, Pizza Hut business hours. Another 10 a.m. one. Okay, let's see. Jimmy John's right next to it. Okay, there's a woman out there, but I don't want to bother her. I don't really care that much. Okay, the Pizza Hut guy that locked the door has entered another building. Okay, this is Tapioca. I don't care much about this place. Is this place even open? No, everything's 10 a.m. If you're not breakfast, you're 10 a.m. Okay. Okay, Hot Pot, 11 a.m. A Hot Pot actually sounds interesting because it says pottery and painting. Imagine me getting a job at a painting firm. That don't even sound half bad. Okay, now the tricky thing about across the road jobs is, well, it's gonna be a lot of commotion. Should I try it? Should I try it for the content? For the content? It's actually looking pretty clear now. Yeah, I'm crossing the road here. Might we actually try this? Oh, nope. Okay. And it's only been 4 minutes. It's 9:47. I think we might have to stop at McDonald's. Or wait inside Popeyes. No, Goodwill. Let's go to Goodwill. Goodwill is a Renaissance spot. Sure, they gotta have paper if anybody. This is the part where I cut and then they give me a QR code paper. Hope not. I can't even do the gag because it's not even open. Everything's at 10 a.m. I'm sure if Arby's is 10 a.m., Zaxby's is 10 a.m. Usually the past time, since I'm a procrastinator, hopefully you learned that about me by now, is that I have a lot of old poetry and books that lie in this here backpack. I'm not sure if you can see it. But usually I would pass the time, I would turn on Instagram, spitball some of them. Spitball because I wouldn't really practice. Because the Instagram method is to look like you got it off the head. Maybe people are that good. Not me at this current juncture. Not me at this current juncture. Okay. Oh, look, it's 9:50. Okay. 10 more minutes of humiliation. It could have been longer. Luckily it ain't. I think I could get a teaching gig. I'm pretty sure that's not how teaching works. That, being me, being the color that I am, comes with compromising a lot of morals out of necessity. We're gonna visit McDonald's. I got ADHD, so got ADHD. I just said it again, so like in case you didn't hear me, but I was gonna make it like nice little cinematic. It would cut to McDonald's, but I just wanted to mention that there's a lot of people there, and hopefully you gathered this too. Very antisocial. I popped into Popeyes was the only open establishment. God bless them. They're next to the McDonald's, so I don't want to go to McDonald's, man. I'd rather just walk back and forth again. You think Aldi's got a job? Or a teaching gig? That's not real. That's not real, though. All right? No, we can actually go further down. There's actually a place beyond Zaxby's and Arby's. I'm going to show you something. That guy over there just nicked the car. I'm not sure if you've seen that little bull with the hat, but yeah. Sometimes I think people think I'm crazy. Because I'm talking to a phone, pointing it at places. But I'm sure a lot of people just have, what's it called? FaceTime. Not much of a FaceTime guy. I don't even like my face. So yeah. Beyond the Arby's and Zaxby's lies a Sonic. Sonic's always been like a scuffed organization. Very cringe. It's very strange. Our Sonic actually burned down to a little malfunction. Malfunction, I assumed, or maybe it was so cringe that someone could have handled it. Knocked the whole establishment down. God forbid. I like Sonic sometimes. They got some good pretzels. No other place has pretzels. And that's why that's going to be my niche. I've been making cookies. Maybe we'll save an episode for that. Because people like baking. Love baking. Okay, this person about to pass, so I'm going to pump fake some. Okay, but mad people are coming. Okay, so this part where I pass. Okay, now on to the next place. One day I just want to, maintain eye contact with somebody in the car looking at me. I think that's like breaking the social contract, though. You're not supposed to do that. I'm sure the Arby's people need some time, so maybe we can take a little adventure over to Sonic's. Y'all didn't see it, but we got 15% now. We in crunch time. So, screw it. We're just gonna keep on doing this anyway. Cause I'm on maximum battery settings. My phone only charges up to 80%. And it uses even less battery in the calculations. So I'm gonna show you the route we're going on here. So all the way down there, past this car wash, past that, god damn, that was mad loud. Past this machine store, past the actual Arby's, past the Zaxby's, is a little inlet that goes into the new and improved Sonic. Now, if y'all thought it was bad now, it's a lot worse than that. They actually made it a lot better. Was there a drive-thru before? I think this Sonic always had the drive-thru. I actually have a funny story about Sonic coupons that I'm gonna tell one day. Not today though, because my name is Solomon Nelson and we will be getting a job today. What a peaceful day. No, sun's just coming in. Finally catching my breath some. Now I'm not sure why the Arby's guy was there. Did he spot me? And maybe he was just letting me know. I don't know. Okay, Zaxby's, no, they're getting ready. Okay, same with Arby's. Maybe the Arby's guy was also getting ready, and then he seen me around the way. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna crush this bull's dreams." It is what it is. Okay, we're down now. Now beyond the Sonic, that's like uncharted territory right there. This place is made to walk. There's a whole sidewalk. And even on the other side of the Red Sea, there is sidewalks too. Yeah, sorry, brain fog. And beyond here, this is where it gets tricky. Now, see that? Do y'all see a Sonic? Oh, no, this is not as linear as I thought it was. Okay. Look at my 12. My 11. My 1. Smelling some good batter at Zaxby's. Now, there's a whole little barbed fence here, so that's definitely going to be tricky. But one time while I was skipping summer school, I had to pass by this little Sonic area. Okay, there's a QT there. Okay, I'm about to check the time again, but there's a QT over there. And past that is the Sonic. And I'm sure all the people opening at 10 need some time to open. I have faith in Zaxby's, but we'll just see what's going on there when we come back. So after that, we will go to the Zaxby's, and it should be 10 by then. So let's get going. Now, I just passed the sheriff. And knowing people, it's highly probable that someone called the sheriff on me. I got this oblong cowboy hat. Okay, how does this work, actually? Because I just saw the sheriff, that just messed with my whole ego. Ooh. If y'all see that. If I wanted to cross, this is actually a very good spot to do that. Okay, maybe it was just a good time. The sheriff wasn't there. Okay, mad cars. That also means a high percentage that I might know one of these guys. So we're just gonna play it cool. Mine's 59. I wasn't kidding when I said that sheriff. That's what my whole feng shui. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong term, but same feeling. Felt like I was holding the world right there. Talking to myself, talking to this phone. I got a whole video out after I upload this, of course, but seeing the sheriff, just something in the blood. You see a cop, you get scared. Someone either call it on you for reasons you're not involved with, or maybe you are. By the way, they might overstep. You don't want to take that risk. Okay, now I might just take a little stroll. Because honestly, oh yep. They got whole barbed wire here. They must have got some good plants. Fuck they damn plants. Okay, after I finish my little stroll and hopefully get a seat, we will pass all the 10 a.m. stores, get our applications, and I think for the sake of battery life, that'll be the video. Now, a lot of these cars look like my parents, so tread carefully. Or will just save me even more embarrassment. Oh, lucky me. There's a little whatchamacallit over there. Now, this might sound a little weird, but I'm going to have a lot of pride wherever I have my job at. Because I used to have that pride with bands, But I'm not in band anymore. I'm not even in school. Not just even talking about right now. I'm basically completely disconnected with school. Mentally, and now physically. But I wanted to be like the best of the best. Because I always had something to prove. That being, the girl I just lost, I forgot was lying to me. Just always had something to prove. And whether that's the same here, I got any, coworkers I'm going to be competing with. I think I should be the best at what I do. Easier said than done. But, it's something I got to strive to do every day. Didn't have an incentive with normal things, but maybe I can have an incentive for something that works for me. So I'm going to wait here for about, let's say 7 minutes, because by the time I get back, it should be decent time. And I don't got to look at any of the cars I'm passing anymore, so that'll be a lot more comfortable. I pray the sound mixing is all right here, too. I got good arms, I realize. Still too skinny for me. Going off my height. Imagine me fat and tall. I'd be bugged out. But, yeah, I need to work on my build. We got so much ideas in here. We're going to have so much fun this next year. Or 3 weeks, depending on how depressed I feel. But, yeah, let's give it 7 minutes. And we'll check all the 10 a.m. stores. Get our applications. That should be the video. Now, let me save some power. I just have mad crazy machinations right now. What the hell is that thing? Looks like some kind of repair station. What is this, Fortnite? I gotta look into that a different day. That's mad kooky. Anyway, we're on our way now. I'm not gonna do too much recording because we gotta save power. But it might drain power while it's in my pocket, so we might as well. If it dies on our way through our places, then I'll just charge it when I get back to my spot. And then I'll record y'all the ending. But we're on our way back. It's about 10:07. Let's hope the guy is there. Yeah. But hey, he works. I don't want to be that guy, but he's paid to do stuff like this. I'm not even doing too much. I'm just a trendsetter. I have a mad indigestion right now. Gastro reflux, acid reflux. I be having that mad times. So might fuck up a toilet. You know, like fuck up some bands. That's a Future song or something, right? I'm about to fuck up a toilet. Now I kind of like that Arby's guy because based on my prognosis of my dad's story, I might be working. Oh, that shit. Hopefully I didn't step in shit because that was just kind of feeling like mulch right there. But based on my dad's story prognosis, that might be my coworker, that guy I just seen. You might have heard him. But I don't want to fuck up their toilet. Maybe Zaxby's. I don't want a Zaxby's job. That's kind of boring. Arby's is known for being trash. So that's kind of the fun part of it. Saying you work at a place like Arby's. It's like working at a Long John Silver's. Who works there? Am I right? Where am I right? So, Pizza Hut doesn't even have a toilet. I don't know if y'all seen the pizza establishment. It's basically just like it's just like a little booth where you get pizza and then you just go. There was this mad happy guy I met there once. He was a cool dude. He seemed like maybe a middle-aged white man. Great guy. He still had that childhood spark. I could tell in his voice. Me with my head up my ass, I was like, oh, how cute for him. I'm an asshole, man. Glad I'm talking to a phone instead. Grounds me. Okay, we here now. Let's do it.
You're amazing. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however you want. Order from IKEA online and get affordable delivery or choose from thousands of pickup locations. Everyone deserves.
Hey, I was just wondering, do y'all have like an application?
Everything's on there.
All right. So I just look out on the website?
Yeah, you'll go through and read and apply, but everything's on there.
All right.
We are hiring.
All right, perfect. Thank y'all. Y'all take care.
At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that.
Okay, so they are online people, unfortunately. But looking on the base of things, hopefully, that's my new home. So Popeyes, Arby's, now Pizza Hut. Now let's see if Jimmy John's is open, and the place is near Pizza Hut, but that's our next destination. Like I said, not working at no McDonald's. Plus, most of those people are Spanish. Those people need day jobs. So I don't want to take it. Okay, sorry, I didn't know it just shut on. I feel like this thing might have motion controls. Sorry. We're not there yet. Okay, we are nearing on our next place of interest, Pizza Hut. I'm not sure where exactly it is, but we're almost there. Now, everything's online, so take it as you will. But hopefully I can get more paper applications. The Popeyes one was in the paper, but it was a little QR code. I'm telling you, new age gentrification, QR codes. That's how they get you to buy new phones, so you can't enjoy what you like usually, because they saving paper. It's good for the trees, not good for the people. The trees already get planted every day. Those trees are taking all our damn jobs. Fucking trees. I'm gonna ask you something. So, I was trying to, get past the light because the car might have been coming. Well, not a light, just a lane. And, this little thing I'm wearing across my neck, my jacket, it's pretty loose. And I was holding it while I was passing, and kind of looked like I was holding my breast. And after that, I tried to rationalize it with myself. And then what I said was, Then what I said was, oh, I'm just loose. What's gayer in that situation? Holding your breast or saying you're loose? Ask your friends. Might tell you a lot about it. I'll bet you 5 shares and 5 likes on this video that Pizza Hut also is going to tell me to go online. Hopefully they have an application for me. I don't know. I just want something to, like, when I get home, maybe to hang up on my wall. So I might not be going here. I might not have a place here. But it's like, they still have paper in the world. And I'm starting to realize I'm starting to sound like a, real wasteful. Because, you saving trees. But anyway, we're going there. Is this electric? Smell good. Hello. I just have a question. This guy just waiting in the background.
Nice hat.
Oh, hello. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool, man. I want to be just like you.
I appreciate it, man. I'm trying to look cool out here.
Yeah. I want the fedora. That's it. For the back. What's
I
up?
love that one. And I was wondering, do you have any applications?
We actually do them online.
Oh, okay.
And I can give you the web page here for this. So yeah, they got rid of the pen to the pen/pencil paper routine because the problem was they keep them for 2 years.
Yeah.
And there's usually like a joint second after 2 years.
I've been looking everywhere. It seems like I saw online.
Everywhere.
So.
Really? Okay. You've come from my place here.
Perfect.
So this is very easy to do. Here, I'll show you this. So I'm gonna write down the web page here for you.
All right.
Okay, so jobs.pizza.com. All right. Basically, you'll choose the city that you want to work for. There's actually 2 pizza huts here. You're at one of them. The other one is between Pflugerville High School and Golden Chick off the 1825.
Okay.
If you go down this road, turn right, and the road's kind of, a little bit different. Just basically, turn right, and stay on the big canvas. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know the one.
So after Golden Chick, you'll on the left-hand side, you'll see the sign for Pizza Hut.
All right.
And then if you pass the high school, you can
Okay.
you basically choose the city that you want to apply for, the position that you want to apply for, fill out the information, and whichever zip code you put into the system, it will send it right to the Pizza Hut.
All right. Okay.
I do know that the gentleman whose name here is Brian. He does look through the and sees what he likes, and he get called for a 7 interview. The other person is Zach. He's actually the brother of one of the associates over here.
Oh, really?
So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So that'll be a person to talk to if you want to apply over like that. So each one's different. Each one is a franchise course. So interior, out, exterior is different.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course, no problem. What position are you looking for? Are you over 18?
Maybe like registered, or maybe like.
Sure, yeah, see a certain account.
Yeah.
Customer service representative.
Thank you so much, man.
You got it. No
You take care.
Thank you.
You got a place. Now, what was the other place I was going to check? It was the same guy I was talking about, by the way. Great dude. No, and let's check at Tapioca just for gigs. Are they 11? Hello. I just got a question. Y'all have any applications?
They're online.
Oh, all right.
If you go to the Tapioca lounge, you can go to careers, and there should give you an application for the location here.
All right, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Take care. Another online. But too bad that hot pot spot is 11 a.m. So we can't go there today, but we got everything we have. We got Popeyes, Arby's online. Popeyes was gotta be my favorite out of this whole experience. Nope. Actually, Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's my favorite experience because I love that guy, man. Great dude. His thing said Mark. Shout out that guy. Okay, that was irresponsible choice because I'm just gonna walk down here anyway. But yeah, Pizza Hut, great manager. And he told me there's 2 locations. So maybe when I get back on my home computer, we can check these websites. May or may not record it. But, Mark, Pizza Hut manager, friendly guy. Compliment me on my hat. You don't get that all the time. Great dude, man. He's good incentive. Be more like Mark. Be more like Mark. I was kind of at a loss for words, man. I was flustered. Everybody's just working. And, older gentlemen too, so maybe when you get that age, you just have fun. Just God bless that, right? So that might be all of me for now. But I think that's the video. Honestly. Thank you for watching. Okay. That was kind of strange what I said. Trying to say like thank you all. Like, thanks for. But yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Not really sure what I want my stick to be outro wise, but oh, okay, my phone got real dark, so I'll talk to y'all when I get back. Thank y'all for keeping me company. My name is Solomon Nelson, and I might have a job.